everybody, this is Hans. It's time for another episode of Instant Noodle Recipe Time, the show where I show you what to do with your instant noodles. And wow, hello, I'm hoping this is working. It looks as though it is. So first off, I'd like to thank a reader and viewer named Andrew, who was kind enough when I sent out the call for donations to help with the recent cyber security issue. He made a nice donation, and I did a GoFundMe. When you see this, it'll probably be well over a month ago. And anyways, he made a donation, and then he was also, whatever hardware. And I'm like, well, I want to try maybe a new camera, because people tend to really have a lot of complaints about the fisheye on the old camera that I was using. Well, this is a GoPro he sent me the other day, and so far it seems to be working well. So we'll see. I've got it on a little clamp with a what do you call it? A block, a little wooden block from a pack of Kamaboko, and that's keeping it clamped down. And then what's nice is I can keep the little door on the side open and not use this thing. This thing gave me fits. I was like, what am I gonna do? I gotta like put this thing in this and take it out every time. Nope, got a clamp on it, got the door open, it's doing everything all as well. So anyways, big thanks to Andrew. I really appreciate it. He also sent this thing. Where'd that go? Yeah, this thing. And this is a DJI Osmo, and I'm like trying to figure this thing out. It's got a gimbal on it, and I got one of these. I was going to use it for walking and talking with the Ramen Raider when I was doing that show. But yeah, check this out. It's pretty neato. And what you can do is it'll see it's does the whole balance thing, and it'll, yeah, it's a weird little deal. So, but see, did I do it? I did it right. Okay. But yeah, it's pretty cool, and I'm just gonna have to figure out that learning curve on this thing. But I will, because this is a fancy little piece of gear that I think it would be neat to use. I want to do a show called Walking Down the Aisle, Walking Down the Ramen Aisle, and where I just like walk down ramen aisles. So, yeah, I think it'd be kind of cool. Anyways, today I've got one, speaking of walking down the ramen aisle and seeing things you didn't expect. This is Panda's signature ramen noodle soup creamy chicken. And this one, you can get them at Walmart, and they replaced all the Marchand stuff. So that's kind of a surprise to people. Of all the people that I've talked, I mean, I did the unboxing video, and a fella in Montana said, this replaced all our Marchand stuff, and that's what we have now, is this Panda signature stuff. And people saw that video, and like, this is the only info I've been able to find out about this stuff, and I don't like it. That's what everybody seems to be saying. But I contacted the company. They were nice enough to reply to me. Here we go. And let's see, 3 minutes. It's funny, I mean, they cook exactly the same as the Marchand, so that's not bad. But people seem to really not be big fans of it, which blows for Panda Signature, but so it goes. Kind of blows for Walmart too if they really don't like it. But the company that makes it mentioned to me that they are doing a reformulation. This stuff, I'm 99.9% sure they make it in Malaysia. So if they're doing a reformulation, that means they're getting all the feedback and they're going to make something. They might have been ready to do that, and Walmart was like, well, let's see what the people think, then you don't have to do all that and blah 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 blah. there's a good chance the company was like, hey, let's do some focus groups before we just send all this to you. So who knows? But people, yeah, seem to be kind of cranky about it. So yeah, it's been an interesting week. Let me do our quick quote from Momofuku Ando Speaks, the book written by the guy, or at least quotes by the guy who invented the instant noodle. So number one, I'm pretty sure we're on 172. Putting together an organization and gathering manpower are not necessarily the most important things. A single capable leader is all you need for things to go forward. All right. So in the last week, I've been just totally ramping up my walking. I think I got up to, at one point, like 113 miles in the past 7 days. Right now, I'm at 106 for this week, miles. But yeah, putting a lot of miles on my feet, and that's good. So, but this week coming up, I don't know. We're looking at snow, and that makes things more treacherous. So if we do have snow, it might be time to just kick it at home, get up early. Oh yeah. So the neighbor below us, when I still do apartment laps. Not as many as I used to, and definitely not at the time that I used to. But the people who live below us, I think there's only one person. Anyways, this morning was the first time she's done it before. She just, like, I'm walking, I'm talking to Stumpy on my Bluetooth, playing music on my Bluetooth speaker. I got my headlamp on, I got my feet lights going, I'm chugging along. Just like out of nowhere, a lady just like passes by. She calls me an a-hole. I tell you, I'm just not having luck with humanity lately. I don't know. All right, well, speaking of luck with humanity, let's see how we do with this. Let's see how this does. This is definitely a lot lighter. Yeah. Doesn't. Whoa, what was that? That was interesting to see. All of a sudden it had like this weird thing go across the screen. We'll see how that does it again. So this is creamy chicken, and I keep getting this smell that reminds me of birthday cake. That's a little weird. I don't know why I get that. No, it's more like corn. That tastes like corn. It doesn't have any chicken in it. Here's the broth. It's got a little milkiness to it, not much. It's not bad. I had some people saying that it was like some of the worst stuff they've ever had. I don't get that. No, this isn't bottom 10 stuff. Come on. The cups, I'm not such a big fan of. I didn't like how the noodles hydrated so much with those. And I didn't like the flavor of the spicy shrimp that just wasn't spicy. Was it spicy shrimp or spicy meat? I can't remember, but it wasn't my cup of tea, as it were. Anyways, what are we gonna do to this one, huh? Okay. We will go with the obligatories. start with some mung bean sprouts over here. I made some chicken. And chicken. And chicken. And chicken. I thought I'd do this up kind of like how I would do up shio. Man, I want to get 2 reviews done today, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. And we need an egg. Alright. My lovely wife made some of the magical eggs for this last night. I've been reviewing so much lately. Next week, however, will be completely school-free for the children. And so I'm going to do an insane amount of reviewing, like ridiculous. There's that. I want to move you over. Kind of like that. I've got some spring onion that I'm going to slap on. Give that a try. And more obligatories. Some little dusting of sesame seeds. And since I really do think these are from Malaysia, Malaysia doesn't go the shichimi route, they go more the pepper flake route. So we're gonna use some pepper flake. And I am calling that good to go. So Rotato, do your stuff. Let's see what happens when I do this. No. No. Yes. Okay. Well, for an initial test of this thing, not too shabby. I'm impressed. Yeah, thanks again to Andrew for shooting this over. I am, well, now the whole thing is going to be seeing if I can do the editing the same way I used to, but I have a feeling I will be able to do that. So, yeah, this has been Hans the Ramen Reader, wishing you enjoyment of your noodles each and every day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.